I'm John, the Parts Guy Barron, and we're still just taking an incredible tour of the 2011 V-Twin Expo. Right now I'm in the Progressive Suspension booth that for almost 30 years now, these guys have been really setting the mark for incredibly tuned suspension. And right now I'm with Pat Lovro, who is with Progressive, and he's going to explain to us this new shock. I noticed earlier they've got this cool new piggyback shock. So tell me what it is about this shock that is new and innovative and how it's going to change my riding world.
All right, thank you, John. What we've got here is, if those who are familiar with Progressive suspension, we've had a series of shocks to offer for all types of customers' needs as well as affordability, a good, a better, and a best. So we can really call this the best of the best. It's our 970 series. It has a number of features that can't be found on any other shock we manufacture. It's a monotube construction with twin deflective disc technology. It has a piggyback reservoir, which everyone understands provides for a tremendous additional travel allowance, so the ride enhancement is phenomenal. And you'll see this little knob here. This is a compression dampening adjustment feature. So not only is there twin deflective disc technology going on in the main damper, but this too, if we had a cutaway here, it acts on another piston that's twin deflective disc to give that rider the ultimate in control and adjustability on this shock.
Okay, let me stop you there, because a couple of things you said, I heard blah, blah, blah. Explain to me what twin deflector disc technology is, because it sounds important and I want to know why.
Excellent question. Typical shocks that come from say on an OEM unit would be an oil emulsion, where it just literally the air inside mixes with the oil, and we all know that causes fade and doesn't work real well. The next step up is twin tube, where it moves oil from an inner tube to an outer tube as it compresses and rebounds. Monotube, look at it like a big bore kit in a motor. Bigger piston, more performance. That's what this affords you. It's a single tube with a large diameter, and in order to move the oil now, you have to have discs on both sides of the piston with orifices through it, so they flex as the shock compresses and then rebounds. One set flexes, moving oil from one side of the piston to the other.
Okay, so bottom line is, instead of like a traditional shock that has oil in it and it moves up and down, and as it moves up, the viscosity builds up, it starts to get aeration, so the value of the oil fades. It's not as smooth, or
exactly.
it doesn't provide the suspension you designed it for. But your technology keeps that suspension constant.
Yep.
All the time. So, and talking about that, is this a comfort shock or a performance shock?
It's actually both. It's a very good question. It provides the comfort because of the long travel. It has a full floating piston that separates the nitrogen gas charge from the oil, and it has the adjustment features not only for preload but for the compression dampening. So for someone who likes to have an aggressive ride, they can dial that into a much firmer setting. Likewise with the preload setting, they can dial that into their weight and get the ultimate ride that they've ever experienced.
Awesome. And very quickly, what bikes are they available for?
Right now these are available for the XR series and the Dynamo.
Fantastic. Listen, another fantastic product here at the V-Twin Expo 2011. I want you guys to stay tuned, because I'm going to blow your mind later with some of the newer stuff that we've got to show you.